Denver 7 On Demand is brought to you by Ferguson and BAC Appliance Center, the best in bath, kitchen, and lighting for your home.
I'm Ann Trujillo with the latest from Denver 7. The winter weather is not letting up. Heavy wet snow down tree branches across the Denver metro. And now we're tracking more below freezing temperatures and snow. Here's our chief meteorologist, Mike Nelson.
And we're not done with this stormy weather for a while. For tonight, rain and wind will slip off into Nebraska, but rain and snow continue to the west. And by early morning, freeze warning in effect across all of eastern Colorado's lows drop to the upper 20s to low 30s. During the day on Wednesday, it'll be cool but dry through the morning over the eastern plains, but another weak storm system coming in with more rain and snow likely across the mountains. Scattered showers, Denver, northeast plains, a little milder over southeastern Colorado. So 30 by morning for Denver, 26 at Lyman, 29 at Akron, and then only around 50 for the high on Wednesday, although there will be some 70s over southeastern Colorado. And even Thursday stays kind of unsettled with afternoon showers and 55. Finally, Friday, 70. Very nice on Saturday with 75. Maybe an afternoon storm on Sunday and 78. And Monday morning dry, but then afternoon storms and a high of 75.
Thank you, Mike. This storm also brought down boulders the size of SUVs today along I-70 in Glenwood Canyon. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but it shut down a westbound lane for more than 11 hours. And with this recent storm, people heading to the high country should be aware of possible avalanches. Right now, portions of the state are under a considerable threat. That means if you are heading to the mountains for the Memorial Day weekend, you will want to pay attention to signs posted at state and national parks. Rangers say your best bet is just to stay on the trails. As states across the U.S. pass restrictive abortion bills, some people in Colorado are fighting back. Tuesday, there were multiple Stop the Ban protests urging lawmakers to stop trying to ban abortions. Denver 7's Megan Lopez shows us why organizers say our state should get involved.
It's not typical to see winter weather so late in spring in Boulder.
Who knew, right? It was going to snow on May 21st.
A storm that, well,
hasn't happened in 10 years.
History demonstrators couldn't help but point out as they fight to preserve a historic decision.
There's a million other things that we could be doing right now than standing here trying to settle an issue that was resolved 50 damn years ago.
They're talking about Roe versus Wade. This year alone, 5 states have passed fetal heartbeat bills to limit abortions. Alabama was the first to sign it into law.
Hey, hey! Ho, ho!
A move that has sparked protests across the country and here in Colorado. In Fort Collins today,
My body, my choice!
a group of 50 demonstrated.
They have no business trying to legislate that.
Some even traveling from out of state just to be here.
I am from Wyoming.
Okay.
Yep, drove all the way from Laramie today.
Because they see it as a slippery slope.
It's one state now, 2 states next. You know, this could hit us federally.
In Boulder,
Stop the ban!
another about 75 demonstrators, mostly women, with a similar message.
These old white guys don't get this choice.
And despite the fact that Colorado isn't considering an abortion bill, they say these bans are taking a toll here. The Boulder Valley Women's Health Center says it's seeing
an influx of patients from out of state.
For now, it's working on accommodating new patients, but it says the bans,
They disproportionately impact low-income, poor women of color.
so they're standing in solidarity with others across the country,
My body, my choice!
waiting to see if history will be rewritten.
Now, pro-life groups say they applaud the efforts of these states to limit abortions and protect lives. They say the people rallying in opposition represent an extremist point of view. The state of Colorado will now fund full-day kindergarten. Governor Jared Polis signed the law today. School districts will not be required to offer full-day kindergarten, but if they do, students can go for free. Schools will also receive financial incentives if they expand to full-day kindergarten.
There will be thousands of parents who can go back to work with a peace of mind that their children are safe and learning and are going to be ready for first grade. Districts who have subsidized kindergarten and pulled from other funds will be able to return that into smaller class size and better teacher pay in other grade levels.
Now, this plan will cost the state about $185 million per year. Free full-day kindergarten will start this fall. And there's a new housing option in Denver, giving renters the feel of a new home without having to buy one. The new Avila at Buffalo Run development in Commerce City offers standalone rental spaces, giving renters a break from noisy apartment neighbors.
The backyards, being able to have a pet. So I feel in my heart that it's just a great opportunity for close to home ownership.
The developers say the cost of a unit is competitive with the current market in Denver. There are 1, 2, and 3 bedroom models available. How do you decide what a community wants or needs? The town of Parker says it listened to the concerns of its residents when it put together its development plan, but not everyone feels like they were heard, and they say they have the signatures to prove it. Here is Denver 7's Sean Toll.
Part of the draw to suburban life is to have more quiet. But as areas grow, it also means more development.
I believe they believe that density, more people, is going to improve the business atmosphere in the downtown area.
Last year, the town of Parker started the My Main Street project with designs to grow downtown. The plan includes selling land for commercial development.
We're doing a citizens initiative to rezone 2 properties the town owns.
Those 2 properties? The 24-acre open space off Pine Curve just east of town and the Pace Center parking lot area just outside of downtown.
They're trying to sell it off as commercial, and we don't believe that that's what the citizens of Parker want.
Terry Dodd is part of a group looking to rezone those 2 properties to open space so they can't be sold. The group started circulating a petition and need close to 6,000 signatures to get to where they need to be.
If they don't pass the ordinances, then it would automatically go for a special election, and we would allow the people to decide the fate of these 2 properties.
The city surveyed hundreds of people to develop the plan. Parker Mayor Mike Wade says in an email statement, "What our citizens want is vibrancy, excitement, convenience, and access while maintaining the charm of Parker. They want walkable shopping. They want a vibrant environment conducive to day and nighttime use. They don't want a typical big box strip mall, and this project agrees with that." Now, Dodd and his group have 6 months to get all the signatures they need for their petition to get it on a special election. But they're hoping to have it done by July so they can get it on the fall ballot. In Parker, Sean Toll, Denver 7.
This has been your Denver 7 On Demand update. Thank you for joining us, and check back here later tonight for another update, and download the Denver 7 app for breaking news and alerts. I'm Ann Trujillo.